Hi, Alan Combies here, FasterEFT Practitioner. Welcome to another video in a series that I call Morning Coffee with Alan. It's my hope that you can get a little shot of inspiration in the morning, start your day off with a little FasterEFT knowledge. It's really any insight that I gain from working with clients and working on myself, any insight that I can pass along to you is what I hope to share in this video series. So today I was trying to figure out what to talk about, and I was thinking about relationships. You know, we're coming up, as I record this, we're coming up on the holiday season, and this is always a time of year where, you know, the family gets together and there's a lot of dynamics there, and some people have wonderful relationships with their family. Some people have up and down relationships. Maybe you have a spouse or a loved one that you want to be closer to, or maybe you're wanting to get into a relationship. Whatever it is, you know, relationships are an integral part of life and happiness. I believe that our happiness is in direct correlation to the quality of our relationships. And so, how do we do that? How do we improve our relationships? You know, I remember going home for a special occasion to see my family years ago. Actually, shortly after I had started working and studying FasterEFT. I had just started studying it, and I went back home, and I remember sitting in my old room back in my parents' place, and I remember being flooded with all of these memories, all of these emotions. It was as if my subconscious was ready to just pile it all on me. And I remember feeling this wave of emotions, and I thought, well, I know what to do now. And I just started tapping, and I focused on all the memories and how I knew I had the problems, or how I knew they were affecting me. I focused on the feeling and the images in my mind. I aimed, and then I tapped. And I sat in there for, I don't even know, half hour, and just kept tapping and tapping and tapping and healing and changing how I represented these things in my mind. And when I left that room, when I walked out of that room, it was as if my whole world had transformed. It was as if the people around me had transformed. But really, what had actually changed? I had changed. More specifically, how I represented all of those memories changed in my mind. And as you change what you hold inside, how you represent the world, how you react in the world changes as well. And so when you look at relationships, maybe you're in a relationship that you don't feel is going as good as it should, or maybe it's deteriorated over the years. I really encourage you to take a look at where are you feeling that negativity. You know, I was just speaking to a client the other day. We were talking about how this person is being affected by another. And, you know, it's no matter how that person looks at you, if you're in that situation, no matter how they look at you, no matter what they say, short of actually physically striking you, they are not causing those feelings or emotions, are they? And I want you to think about that. They do not, you know, inject you with some sort of chemical to make you feel that anger or that resentment or that pain or that sorrow or that guilt, whatever it is. You are the creator of those feelings. Your mind is sending a signal to the body, and so you have that reference. And so the key here is, can you see that look and not have it affect you? In fact, maybe you've experienced this before. I know I have. It's very curious, actually, when someone comes at you and their intention is to trigger you. And so they might say something, or they might, you know, just push your buttons, or push buttons that may have affected you in the past. And if you react to it in a way that doesn't evoke or encourage them to continue, in other words, if someone says something like, you know, you're the worst spouse in the world, all right, as an example. And you kind of go, huh, that's interesting. Why? Why would you say that? You know, and just have a completely neutral, no emotional response to that. Watch them just get deflated, you know, watch them just go, huh? You know? And this is how our energy, our emotions affect people around us, you know? If you heal the part of you that thinks that whatever that person is saying is true, if you heal that part and you change that reference, how you react in the world will change, and that changes how everybody else will act around you. It truly is the stories that we tell ourselves that determine the quality of life we have and determine the quality of relationships that we have. And so if you can begin to start changing all the things, all the ways you beat yourself up, all the ways that you tell yourself you're not a good lover, or a good friend, or whatever it is, if you begin changing that, the people around you begin reacting to the new you. And you may think the people change, but really who's changing? You are. And it's so powerful when you get this concept, because you have the ability to change, literally at your fingertips with FasterEFT. You know, I believe it's all about changing how we represent ourselves. I believe it's all about changing, because really that's the only thing you have control over. The only thing you have control over in your life is what's going on in here. Begin changing that, and your relationships will transform. I hope this helps. This is Alan Combies, FasterEFT practitioner and creator of Morning Coffee with Alan. As always, you know, I encourage you to see a practitioner. You can go to FasterEFT.com and see a list of approved practitioners certified by Robert Smith, creator of FasterEFT. And begin tapping on yourself, you know. Sit down, create a list. Create a list of all of the negative events that have occurred to you in life, all the beliefs you have about yourself. What is it that you want to do? What is it about that relationship, about that person that really ticks you off the most? Make a list of all of these things. And then ask yourself, where else does this show up in my life? Create this list with the intention of either taking it to a practitioner and having them work through it with you, or sitting down and working on it yourself. Remember, it's all about the resistance. Take a look at, where am I resisting it? Where am I feeling the anger or the resentment or whatever it is, the negativity, the negative emotions? Notice where you feel it, because that's where you need to go. That's where you need to jump in and begin healing it. FasterEFT is really designed, it's not a feel-good therapy, although you will feel better. It's about going there. It's about aiming at how you know you have the problem, finding the resistance, finding the angers, the hurts, going there in your mind, feeling it, and then releasing it. It's not about running away. It's not about drinking it away or you know, masking it over or avoiding it or anything like that. It's about going there, and the power that has and will have in your life. Once you understand that, sky's the limit. Thanks for watching. Alan Combies, FasterEFT practitioner. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.